Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go and do the fourth week in today's weekly challenges on Gran Turismo 7. It takes another credit after we have finished from the third week, and here we got some 4 events since I just recently took one of them on the World Touring Car 700 from Part 80 at Deep Forest Raceway. Here we have the Sunny Cup at Autodromo Lago Maggiore in the center layout, along with race number 2 in the European FR Challenge 550 at Dragon Trail Gardens, race 3 to go by Intermediate in Race Up Turbo Sports Car at Autodromo de Interlagos. Plus, we have a limited time online event to go for a special event by using the Porsche 911 GT3 RS Type 992 at Autodromo National Monza. And for the last, as I ever said that before, because this will be doing one WTC 700 to go feature to be racing around on Deep Forest Raceway. But in that case, the perfect time to have 4 events to be need to have a good check mark, plus one of them will go for an encore. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's weekly challenges. Let's get started. Okay folks, same thing as before from the previous week. All you might need to do to just get down to do some road car selection on Sunny Cup to have a good step of the introduction. So I'll have to be preferred to go by the Mazda Demio XD Touring 2015 with the UDRS in Sportec will be finishing up on the 3rd place or higher. It's all about to have some main step of requirement and go by checkmark whenever you might need to do the last call for every week. But the 5th week is about to be coming up to have some different changes, plus another special event will be going feature besides the Porsche 911 GT3 RS Type 992. The Fiat 500 to go by Classic, and this will have to take one good step of the basic to go all Classic and good old days. Let's go back to our roots, grab any road car or compact car to do the basic, and just going to get down to do this for only one matter of basic. Okay, back at the same track, different car, and go by Settle to have a good customization tuning part is about to be well equipped. Okay, got the line. Now only 2 more to go. Jay Gordon and Hayashi. That's very good to have one Demio to take the lead, just like last time back from part 1 that I just recently took for only a 2nd race. But it is also to have the 3rd race that I just been recently remembered back then, because it takes so much development and process to myself. But I mean, it is going to have to take a lot of good excited memories when we first play on Gran Turismo 7 until Spec 2 is putting us to have weekly challenges to go enter from here until now. But it was 4 weeks ago since we began for having 1 challenges to have 4 events plus 1 to go on hard difficulty will be makes the total amount by 5. Okay, it's doing well. Still got this, the good old fashioned to go by having a good run since last year. Okay, 3rd gear. Do the final turn. Final stretch, this is it. This will bring out to have one good replay to have a thumbnail image to be required to have a different scene. So that's event checkmark number 2 is complete after finishing on the first event, as I ever said before earlier from the last part of the content video for my full walkthrough. So total time by over 2 minutes and a minute 2.070 seconds on lap number 2. That's 2 and giving a good small earnings by 7,500 credits. Just give me a moment, folks. Just going to go by thumbnail image on replay right over here, and that should be good enough. Okay, so I got this to be on the right session and go in progress to have some more events to be available to be well proceed as possible to have one event to go on the encore. So I'll have to get back on to weekly challenge after the first checkmark on event number 1 and race on Autodrome Lago Maggiore Center layout. Then let's go to race number 2 in European F-Bar Challenge 550 at Dragon Trail Gardens. For the next European F-Bar vehicle, as I'm about to be prepared to have one best Total Drama livery to go for the Mercedes-Benz SOS AMG 2010 with a TD livery Lindsay. Only for the standard one, and good to be eligible to have one country in Europe to go by Germany. But it's gonna have to take one good style of German supercar to have a good set of the Goldwing style to have a one step of the debut and go by in on race 2 for the 4th weekly challenges that you might need to be finished in 3rd place or higher. Any recommend vehicle that has a good strong amount of performance that either to be using on stock or tuned performance level. But this will be doing quite good to be helpful and just go by suggested to see how it goes. Okay, let's get ready up and go by 12th place to be in the last. It takes 3 laps to go by having a good step forward to have a main proper to go by any supercar to have a good amount of horsepower. There might be some few opponents. Now gonna have to get closer onto 8th place. Okay, gonna have to keep a good maintained pace to get it up. Pass on the 190E 2.5-16 Evolution 2. 7 more to go. Take that hairpin. Now gonna have to keep a good flow line of technique. This should be a piece of cake. But we already done this once as part of the main objective to go by menu book car collection. Okay, now gonna have to get onto the left, pass onto the BMW M3 2007. Nicholas Rubalar on 4th in the M3 Sport Evolution. Just wait until make that good push on the throttle. That's good. Just to have the right seam and use the interior view to go for having a good rolling position to have a main line. So whenever you might need to choose a best road car on European, this one is actually to have a very good suitable for only one of the best recommend pick to have the weekly challenges to go by featured. So the first lap down. Next up on number 2 of the lap. And here we have the Luab on position 1 in the BMW M3 2007 as well. Okay, that should be good enough. Just have that perk and go by the first in the lead. Fastest lap I took by a minute 52.655 seconds. Man, it takes so much hard work out there on my own to take some main progress and stepping stone to my full walkthrough from part 78 and onwards to be stopped at part 80. But maybe in the 5th week, there's going to be having another World Touring Car 800. Is going to be on a different racetrack. Is going to be suitable on a different part of the location. But unlike Fuji International Speedway that we just recently took for the first time ever as part of the weekly challenges, and especially to myself to have a main step, to have a template to be on the full walkthrough. But maybe just going to be preferred to have myself to have a minor backstory to have this part of the video, and even perhaps for only one spare amount of time. So we're gonna have to go by blind corner. Going up on gear 4, onwards to be in the 5th. Final lap enters, and let's bring home the podium. Okay, gonna have to keep going by the upper hill corkscrew to be steeping in. Looks like going well on the deep ends and stay up ahead. First sector clear, now gonna have to get on to sector 2. Time is going well by the progress. Just to be exactly to have a good use when driving on the Mercedes-Benz SOS AMG on the European FR Challenge 550. It could be a bit much more challenging and more stronger with some other opponents with some tune parts on other European FR cars to go by BMW. But especially for the Mercedes-Benz 190E Evolution 2 is now actually to be joined in as well. Unlike any other kinds of Euro FR cars like Aston Martin, they should probably have to put this one on the list. So gonna have to take the last 2 turns to go by the blind corner. Okay, that's good. Final stretch. And let's bring the Lindsay livery home to the finish line. And there you go, folks. Checkmark number 3 is complete. Now that's a good, fine German Goldwing supercar since 2010. Very good, outstanding run and clean moment to have a 5-minute and 30-second time to go for having a good exact record by 29.616 seconds in around 5 minutes. By having a fastest lap is 1 minute, 47.816 seconds. Feels good to have a good driving potential to have one Total Drama livery to have featured in this video. But it'll have to get much more closer to be exactly remained for only 2 more to go. 150,000 GT credits on the ticket and only 1 more ticket to go. Now go for having a halftime replay. Just have this one right over here. Okay. That should be good enough. Exit, then go proceed on the replay saved. But very good, fine, fortune moment to see one best high-powered supercar in European FR Challenge 550. But in the meantime, because if you have enough GT credits to go visit at the Brand Central, this will have to do the perfect time and just gonna to go suitable by having a main recommend pick. By having a turbocharged vehicle when entered to have race number 3 at Autodromo de Interlagos in race of turbo sports cars. That would be a very much more fine correction to be assured to have one settlement to have a good recommend pick. So how about if I can be quite very good to be precisely to choose by any other turbocharged vehicle to go by road car or any racing car category that has a good limitation by performance point by carrying around on main limitations. Maybe I'll have to go and use the Toyota Supra RC 1997 with a UDRS Inspirtec livery. Gonna make sure to have the Soft Racing compound tires will do the work. Update and compete. It's about to go turbocharge up and do 5 laps. It's about to go by intermediate to get closer until moving up onto the WTC 700 at Deep Forest Raceway. Just to have 4 races to go by the challenge participation by checkmark, and the other one will be doing the usual by the encore. That's how I just gonna have to come up and do the perfect idea. We'll have to take another credit. So let's go turbocharge up and 16th position to go in the last. Countdown to go green. Whenever you might need to have some good performance point to be adjusted by under 700, all you need to get closer to have 699 pp to go in, and just gonna have to have Racing Soft compound tires will do the trick. So I'll have to keep it up and keep trying to have one faster amount of the essence. Is gonna have to take one step of the objective to go by checkmark. Okay, overtake on Takamuna Minasono. Gonna have to get closer and do the next turn on number 6 by G Mangalo on the Land Eagle 6. Okay, here comes turn 8. Proceed. And here we have our Heck on 12th place in the BMW M2 competition. Gonna do the inside on turn 10 on hairpin 3. Third sector going in. Here we have Jay Serrano in the Ford Sierra on position 11, along with Derucci in 10. Okay, that's 9 more cars to go. Gonna have to keep going and moving up ahead on lap number 2. Better watch yourself. If you have enough good balance, take the center S to go down on turn number 1 and 2 to be on the Curva du Sol on turn 3 at the left side of the apex. There they are right now. Looks like the gang's all here to go for the straightaway by having a main lineup in formation to go by the slipstream train. Okay, there's the Alfa Romeo Giulia GTA M W Murdoch. This player has got some skills, but it can be quite challenging to take on with my Supra with the UDRS ends protectors do it onto the outside corner like this to be at turn number 8. Go by turn number 9. Attempted overtake on Yamanaka, and then Takamuna Sasaki is on the 4th. Okay, let's embrace and give a good music of the Roadstar. Okay, it's all in about 4.8 seconds to catch up quickly onto the Wanabe in position 3 on 3rd lap. Halfway there to be approached, and just gonna have to go back on the center S to keep a good, well-balanced position right over here on the inside. There he is right now on the Land Evo X Final Edition. Okay, good overtake. Alright, looks like Daniel Solis is now taking the hands on the Garage RCR Honda Civic EG model. Nice. He just actually chose his best tune car, is now being quite good in the FF drivetrain layout. But that could be a challenge accepted for myself that I'm about to go for it. So gonna have to keep up the good line. Okay, he's doing well on defense. Talk about going cool vibration to see how Solis is doing well on the tuned EG Civic. Okay, that's a good pass. Now, time to catch up on to Kokubun in position 1 in the RX-7. Okay, penultimate lap on number 4. Gonna have to get closer to him. Okay, the RE Amira FD3S RX-7 in the white variation is on the scene. This should be a thrill of the battle, is going to be quite calling in for having an initial D reference. So I'll have to take the first, then Kokubun will go in second. It's about to go for having a one-on-one showdown to go for having a roll of the Kaido battle. Got to stay on the defense. Okay, step up on turn 8 to turn 9 on the first and second hairpin. Good line on turn 10. Okay, third sector. Gonna have to keep it up and go. Okay, total mileage is 55,625 miles. Decimal of 0.2 and almost there towards the final lap. As for any turbocharged vehicle to have a good run and suitable to have some concentration, that you might need to do some proper tuning to be adjusted. Unlike the Toyota Supra 1997 and any kinds of various type of turbocharged sports car on Japanese and other kinds of models to be on the region. Only to be on the European is specially to be quite very good along with American cars that has a very good fitted with some turbocharged to be capable to do some main torque and speed and acceleration. So I still got it in the first position in the lead. Going in and do the new set of the record for having a fastest lap is my main requirement. There's always having a lot of challenges to us right now, but I'm always been looking forward to have the Fiat 500 to go for the one make race as a special event. Last sector, go by the 13th corner and do all the curves straightaway to be followed the line of every highlight on the yellow blimp. So here it comes. Bring home the podium on the turkey. That fourth check mark is done. Only one more to go remaining. very much more fantastic to go over 9-minute time. But fastest lap I just took in the fifth, 1 minute, 44.658 seconds. Very good and solid fine turbocharged work. Another clean race bonus is added by 50% and 94,500 credits, almost to be getting one roulette ticket to be received by a daily. Now, last call on the replay. Just gonna keep a good monitor check on the lookout. Okay, quick call on the thumbnail. There you go. Replay saved. One more race to go because it's time to get back to do another round on the Porsche 911 GT3 RS Type 992 at the Mazda circuit. Unlike WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, we're having a first ever part of the round because the second time is going to be yet ever to have this time of the moment. We'll have to go fast and do 5 laps to have the same performance point by 700. Featuring to have a good high performance to do this strategy, all you might need to do to have a good straightaway before approaching onto turn 1 and 2 at the first chicane to go by turn 3 will have enough more speed, and then turn 4 and 5 at the second chicane is going to have to take a stepping stone to go by having a main part of the lineup. But there's going to have to take some few other long straightaways to go faster when using with the drag reduction system. By having a drag reduction system, hard racing compound tires only will do the job. So I'll have to be ready, and this will have to take one good available to go entered and do the lap time challenge at Daytona International Speedway. We're having a daytime on road course. So let's go to the Mazda circuit and have the special event for a limited time only. Okay, looks like everyone is all here using the Type 992 911 GT3 RS, same as usual from Laguna Seca, and that will have to take a best main objective to go hard between finishing up into 3rd place or higher. Hopefully, if I'm really gonna have to go fast and quick without the DRS, now's the time to go practice to do whenever I can. Okay, now let's do it. If I really might need to have a time to go change of plans, hopefully I'll have to keep pressing the R3 button to go faster for having a quick amount of acceleration whenever I might need to do a round by the corner. Okay, here comes turn 4 and 5. I have to keep a good exercise caution. Short straightaway to go early break. The strategy tip is all you need to use the straightaway to increase your speed by having a DRS. Whenever you might need to slow down, get back up and use it again. Quickest way to get there to have first position is your main key of the objective when you're racing on the Mazda circuit. Now going dive in on the third sector at the Ascari corner. Gonna overtake Di Lorenzo. Okay, coming in and do the inside on turn 11. This straightaway is going to be your best offense point that you might need to go moving up earlier to take the next lap. By having a good main acceleration that you might need to catch up by exactly the range of 165 miles per hour. But I really might need to have the transmission to go for having some minor changes, but this will have to take myself to go for a real test, real challenge, and go far as much much as you can that you can actually just stay longer when you're going high speed in the 7th gear. So I got the 5th position. Now gonna have to get closer to catch up onto the last 4 drivers. Okay, Takamuna Sasaki is on the white Type 992 along with Inostrosa on position 2 in the red color usual. I bet Jay Serrano is now currently to take the first position by having a good expert on the Mazda circuit. So I had to save enough time and just gonna to keep a good clean run moment. Okay, going in. Attempted overtake. Right side position and go all clear. Got it. One step closer to approaches Jose Serrano on position 1. First place on the halfway mark in the dirt. Time to go defense and pull the brake on the first and second chicane. Alright, now I'm gonna have to get down and do the line of basic. So when I'm first place, just gonna try to do your best, viewers. Mastering the Type 992 Porsche 911 GT3 RS, it's all about doing a matter of concentration, challenge, and do the straightaway with drag reduction systems on different racetracks. Only on straightaways that might have the perfect cue to go faster and make a minor adjustment to go packing up with a good speed when you're on the 7th gear. But still, I just really might have that transmission gear to stay in and do by default. But that will be doing one test of experiment to see how capable to be entered on the WTC 600 at Tokyo Expressway East Clockwise District. Okay, go by turn 11. But this will be doing the last race where having one check mark is about to go by having a dirt received ticket. But still, I already got the first one, it's just yet to be on hold. Okay, that's a good turn. Chicane 1 by turn 1 and 2 clear. Gonna have to go inside at turn 3. Not yet until the final lap, viewers. The total time is going to get closer by at least in 5 seconds until the total time is going to be at 7 minutes. But here it is right now. Just only 1 minute left to go until this will have to take a duration race time in about exactly in 8 minutes by around on 30 seconds. That should do it one trick at a time, and just going to keep a good, clean racing on the Mazda circuit for the Type 992. Penultimate lap is over, so here comes the final lap. Okay, keep a good range at the top speed by 160. Slow down and do the same part on the first chicane. Well, I'm sure, Bib, this event is going by a limited time only until this week is over, until the Fiat 500 will have to take a turn on the special event. But this main update by the latest is just yet to be well tested to see how good we are for doing one car in the one make category. Just like the Nations Cup as well, to see some specified vehicle to go for having a hand pick. But only in the weekly challenges. That should be quite very good, and thrilled to be excited to have one part of the racer versus environment, like having a different role of the PvE, player versus environment. Wow, looks like I just almost to be reaching up on the gap distance from behind in about almost 6 seconds. 5.9 is now going by the minor changes, and go break through for only a little amount of defense to be coming in. Okay, coming in and do the final turn on 11. This is it. This weekly challenges is about to be over soon. Until now, folks. Alright, 5 check marks and 100% complete. It's about time to have the go place to be on the early start, and this time World Touring Car 700 to go for having a good moment on the encore at Deep Forest Raceway after finishing on race number 4 for this challenge. Fastest lap I took by a minute, 55.221 seconds, and update in the total time by 9 minutes, 42.705 seconds. But it might be possible if you guys really want to go faster and quicker about it. But very good to have 121,500 credits, well earned and well deserved to have a good amount of total to have a range of 19 million that adds up by 500,000 credits and over. Okay, looks like this should be good enough to have a driving marathon complete by daily, and there you go. 500,000 Gran Turismo credits on the ticket. Now for the final replay to have this one, but in that case, I just already got one of them earlier from the full walkthrough. But after all, I just really enjoyed having one best of the race on the WTC 700 to have some various racetrack, including the WTC 800 as well. So hang on, I just really might need to have a good replay on the thumbnail image just to be passed by around on the Scari. And there you go. Thumbnail image complete. Well folks, this is going to be quite very good to have a nice start to have another credit, but it's not over yet. This part of the video we'll be doing one encore, as I just recently took for only the first time ever to be entered from part 80. So let's go back to Deep Forest Raceway and have a good encore race on the WTC 700. But I know the drill, just gonna have to choose any kinds of specific road cars or any racing cars such as the Group 4 category. Now all I have to do is gonna have to choose the Nissan Silvia Spec R Aero S15 touring car with the UDRS Insportec livery, then change up on hard compound tires due to the performance point restriction. The encore round's on me, folks. This will be doing a share amount of content video. Will explain the difference. Man, I just really want to go again because I just took one race of the entry to have a good progress to be started out at the very beginning. Now just going to wait and do the footage of the environment cutscene. Okay, double check, and I'll have to do some minor details to see some tuning to be well adjusted to go by 98%. So it should be good for now. Update performance. And let's get it on for having a same race, same track, and go for only round 2 for me. Let's turn on the music and go lean number 6. Just gonna have to do turn number 1 to go in. Have a good approaching on the torque to be up the hill. So I just already done one race to have the previous video from part 80 to my full walkthrough viewers, but hopefully I just really love to go again as part of the weekly challenges to go for some minor changes and do some minor updates, or have this one during the record session of the live stream segment. But I know I just really might need to get myself to be a hold of it, that I just need to be focusing on racing and brainstorming to have my own idea. Just like all the other Gran Turismo players who have always done this part to have some well-taught demonstration about the cars, tracks, and strategies. But even for the World Touring Car 700 at D-Force Raceway for the first run, as I just been recently took. But I'll have to make sure that one pit stop available to go for only one exactly to be on the 5th lap, or earlier to be on the main halfway towards the end of the 6th lap. Okay, gonna have to keep a good maintained profile. Still very close. Almost attempted contact to avoid. Going on lap number 2. Fastest lap I took by 1 minute, 37.986 seconds. Okay, that's a good double overtake. Going up. Next turnaround by a progression is going to be suitable towards the end of the first sector. Okay, A Tapai and G Mangalo on position 11 and 12. Ford Mustang and Land Evo X Group 4. Come on, just going to keep a good hold down the line. Hold down with some open space. Okay, time to go defense and offense to go around. Okay, there goes the contact. I can feel it. Scene detected by the radar. Okay, 9 more to go. Keep it going. Much better by having a less sip of water. Third lap on the row. Okay, Kokuban on the Mazda 3 Group 4 in the scene, and just going to go by offense by around on the middle of sector 1. Okay, Koke Lopez on the BMW M4 Group 4. There we go. Gonna have to catch up onto Mendoza on position 7 in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage Group 4. So let's see, which percentage of the fuel left? 60% left. In about 11 seconds to go. Okay, now looks like Genesis G70 Group 4 is on 6. I got the touch of the apex and going in. Final turn on 18 to be all clear. 6 more laps to go. Entering lap number 4. Now I just got the fastest lap again by 1 minute, 34.260 seconds. So gonna be coming up, approaching on 4th and 5th place, T Yamanaka and Kei Kawakami on the Toyota GR Supra GT4 and Lexus RCF Group 4. Okay, gonna have to dive in. Almost there to catch up to Matt Ewan. Come on, Mick Ewan. I got the good attempted space to go clear overtake and moving up on dirt. Okay, 2 more to go. All I can see is the Suzuki Swift Group 4 and Dodge Viper Group 4 driven by Patrick Besson and Portilla. Okay, I got him on my sight. Packing up a good speed. Fifth lap. Dan going up on 2nd. Let's see how one FF Group 4 car can actually be going challenging with an S15 touring car in the FR layout. Okay, there you go. First place in the lead. So now I'll have to hold down the line and wait for the pit stop to be earlier to be on the call out on 5th lap. This will be doing one step of the choice method as I really gonna have to do it. Almost low on fuel, 28% left. Okay, there we go on the hairpin. Let's get in onto the pit lane entrance. Have that formation right over here and do the hard compound tires to be switched. Looks like Portilla is in the lead. McEwen, Kawakami, Yamanaka, all of them are about to enter the pits. Mendoza is now entered to join. And better wait for Healy. Okay, just take one last sip of water and then wait until the full capacity by 100. There we go. Right on cue, Lasan. And looks like everybody is about to go pit exit. Gonna have to keep it extra careful because they just really do not want this to be going crowded. Okay, just gonna wait and have that steering respond to keep it good maintained. Okay, back on third. Going back and do the battle plan strategy to be racing on Deep Forest as Portilla entered the pit by having 4% remaining of the fuel until Healy is about to be ready to go enter to have the pit stop towards the end of the 6. As you can see, folks, by having one pit stop available before at the end of lap number 5 or lap number 6 by determined choices. But either way, it takes one matter of real car perspective might be doing well specifically to see how stronger can it take to be doing last longer to have one further laps to go earlier, middle, or doing in by last. But I bet that we always gonna be preferred to do this by the middle and nearly towards the end. So going up and build up the deep ends in 5.5 seconds. That's very good. 7.9 seconds. Looks like Portilla really might need to catch up, because along with the rest of the Group 4 racers are about to go by having a major slipstream lineup in formation when they're on straightaway number 2. Going by the curve and go enter by each shaded on the tunnels to be enter dive in. Two more laps to go. My fastest lap record update by 1 minute, 33.887 seconds. Looks like Sugawara and Mangalo are at the pit. Gonna have to keep hold down the line. I am almost going to be on a trailblazer to catch us up onto the 28th place driver. There we go, on the hairpin. Have that turn clear, safer, and proceed. Man, I feel getting tired. I just really need to keep up with some more strength. But I just really might need to save some energy before the next video later on in the future, as I still might need to do some video marathon to do some lap time challenges since previous months as earlier before Spec 2 comes out. But I don't know how you guys really think that I should probably have to do this on my own to take some major one-man development. It's gonna have to take some major uploaded by development to go by some major step up schedule. But I still had to leave it to myself. I just really might need to do some hard times of brainstorming. Is gonna have to try to do some perfect line and strategy and even some different part of commentary for having some random moments of my own. But apparently I'm still gonna have to be here to have one last call by the late until the new one comes out by tomorrow on Thursday. But speaking of which, November is about to come to an end before the 30th, and then Christmas season in December 1st through the 25th. Okay, final lap, this is it. Number 10 on the way. It all comes down to this, folks. It's going Trailblazer to get nearly there to have one step up ahead onto the 20th place driver to get closer towards the end of the first sector. Whenever it depends on race car or road car on the WTC series by 700 to have a good amount of performance to be racing and challenges with Group 4 cars. But I still really enjoy it because I will never get bored when it comes to racing to be on Gran Turismo. Okay, there it is right now. 20th place driver is ready to go blue out on the zone. Wait for the signal to call out. Here it comes. Blue's out. Heading in on the hairpin. Okay, Daniel Solis on the Alfa Romeo 4C Group 4. Slowing down and going to proceed. Only one less Trailblazer car to be worried about, but that should take one. First position is now doing Thrill on the podium. It's already been checked out and completed to have the first one is now being served as an origin. But there's no need to have a replay for the moment, folks. Now all I have to do is going to keep a good total time by exactly over 16 minutes and fastest lap time that I took in lap number 8. 1 minute, 33.863 seconds. That should be good enough. So, another clean race, go by extra, and 165,000 GT credits. That should be good enough for now. And then exit without save a replay. Oh, and minor details, folks. I'm just going to be went down to do some morning production to have my own to do some content replay just to be prior from the previous month after finishing from the Porsche Esports Challenge USA 2023 from round 1 through the 3rd is just yet to have some 3 Porsche exclusive livery to be saved. But after all, I'm still on the 2nd week and it's already been available until the 3rd week is just yet to be available at the short moment of time. Only for tomorrow, earlier in the morning, so I just really might need to get up, eat some breakfast, and get back to work to do some replay content by development to my own. Time for me to go back to the GT garage earlier, then receive all 3 credit tickets all at once. Okay, there we go. That's a total earnings of 250,000 plus 500,000 more equals 750,000 Gran Turismo credits to go up and back on track again for a current balance in 20,496,187 GT credits. Now, let's see. I'll have to go and start by having a 4-star roulette ticket to have a good early gift. Let's give me something and have a good luck of fortune. Nice. Very nice. And 500,000 Gran Turismo credits on the gold rarity. Almost to be at 21 million. Maybe I'll have to go for another round. Just only one more and that will be it for now. Come on. Give me something to have a good luck of fortune. Nope. So very close to have that Alta variation on the Porsche 911 RSR. I'll have to take 30,000 GT credits. That's it for now. Current balance is stationed to be stayed at 21 million. Well folks, it was a long and busy ongoing challenge on the 4th week as part of the weekly challenges. 4 events plus an encore that I just recently took for my full walkthrough from Part 80. But in the meantime, Part 81 in Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit for the World Touring Car 700 will be coming up soon, along with some more events and some lap time challenges to go by having a regular content video. So hopefully, I might gonna have to do my best and work hard for gold to be at Daytona International Speedway on the road course by using with the Porsche 911 GT3 RS Type 992 2022. Just to have a second time as a special event to go by Unlimited to be at Autodromo National Monza for the second time after Laguna Seca. But I bet the other 3 events to go by Sunday Cup, FR Challenge on European Edition, and turbocharged sports car on Autodromo de Interlagos. But I bet the 5th week is about to be coming up soon before coming up by tomorrow. After the 4th week, there's gonna have to take 1 event on hard difficulty to take part again on the World Touring Car 800. So I hope this is gonna be getting closer to wrap this up before at the end of the video. Minor changes, and be on a reminder to have 1 limited time event to be entered on the GTWS Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup, along with a bonus campaign and viewers campaign to see some moments that which one of the winners would you likely to be predicted for the World Finals in Barcelona to the GTWS. But we'll have to find out soon because this will be having a tough decision until the 1st through the 3rd of December before at the end of the month on November. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. Glad that you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeviantArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more to see for my image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.